Hey fams, welcome to my podcast. In today's view, we are looking at the whole controversy surrounding the 3D dress between Asemnyra Olivia from Nigeria, Nana Ekuado from Ghana. I'll be looking at this issue from the fashion educationist perspective, from the business side, the law side, and also the ethics of collaboration. And I'll be addressing this issue with my 5 solid points. 1. Who owns the intellectual property rights to the dress? 2. Who technically produced the dress? 3. What was the contractual agreement? 4. How powerful is negotiation and collaboration? And 5. Do fashion designers really understand the business of fashion? Let's get into it. A quick look at the personalities. Nana Ekuado, she's a Ghanaian celebrity, known for her impeccable fashion and style. Asemnyra Olivia, a Nigerian-based designer, a very bubbly one, who is on the trajectory and becoming one of the finest brands from the continent. So over the past Saturday, there was AMVCA, an event which brings together celebrities. It's an award event. It's an opportunity for artists to show their creativity with the celebrities. They come dress and all that. And we know Nana Ekuado will always show up and break the internet. That you can't take it away from her. This time around, she decided to do something with a Nigerian-based designer. During the event, we saw Nana Ekuado. We saw photos and videos online showing her wearing a 3D dress. Mind-blowing dress which went viral, and there has been so many issues around the dress. Helping my audience understand exactly what took place before the event, I'll be giving you a clear overview of what took place. So the whole design process of this dress started in May 2023. Nana Ekuado had a source of inspiration from Tony Ward Couture and other materials. So Nana Ekuado contacted Earl Art with her inspirational ideas. And from this chat, you will realize even the date is there. There's a screenshot. She contacted Earl Art. That was in May 2023 where the whole process started. And Earl Art was able to bring her idea together through an illustration. So now we have the 2-dimensional object. That is the illustration. When the illustration was ready, she now have a design. We now need who will bring this design into reality and who was going to do that. She decided to use a Nigerian-based designer this time around for the presentation. The question is, how did Nana Ekuado get to know or meet Olivia? Olivia is a bubbly designer. She did a couple of things that went viral on social media, and Nana Ekuado loved to work with creative minds. So that was how come she contacted Olivia. So obviously it started from Instagram, and they both saw each other's page and all that. Nana Ekuado had sent the design to her and explaining how she wanted it and everything. So she had a design, and Olivia was supposed to bring the design into reality. Olivia also decided to do her research, and from this video, there's a video Olivia sent to Nana Ekuado showing the 3D effect. But Nana didn't like the effect or what Olivia was showing. She wanted something more rough, how the illustration was. So Nana Ekuado now contacted another 3D art designer who is Daniel Cornelius, also a Nigerian-based 3D designer. And this is Cornelius' page. They had a conversation, and Cornelius was able to conceptualize the whole illustration by creating the patterns in dimension and measurement and everything. So when Nana Ekuado had the details, she now decided to have a manufacturer produce the 3D pattern. So the thing was done in China. During the manufacturing process, coincidentally, or let's say luckily, a Ghanaian-based designer, Yoli Kumsen, was in China. And Nana Ekuado contacted her and mentioned she should help in checking on the piece and also bringing it down to Ghana. So Yoli helped in bringing the 3D pieces to Ghana. When the thing arrived in Ghana, Olivia had constructed the full illusion base of the dress. It was just the 3D that she couldn't figure out, and Nana had to sort that out. Olivia then shipped the illusion base to Ghana. And this is the image of the piece that was shipped to Ghana. Nana then picked the illusion base to Yoli Kumson's studio in Ghana, fitted the illusion base, and Yoli Kumson helped in styling the whole 3D onto the garment. They made videos, they took pictures of how the styling was supposed to look like. After that, the whole pinning and tacking, this is a structural piece. They can't ship the whole thing to Nigeria in that, bigger frame. So it has to be taken off and packed, which they did. And the whole idea was Nana is going to come to Nigeria and get Olivia to help assemble the piece again. So before coming to Nigeria, it's a collaboration thing, so there should be a conversation. Nana now asked Olivia, do you need financial benefits or you need social media acknowledgement? And also Olivia, knowing she has to pay some bills and all that, decided, oh, please pay me. So pay me. Olivia then decided to put together a package of what she's made and transportation, welfare during the styling of the event. So she presented it to Nana Akua-Addo. And you can clearly see that she just did this on an A4 paper and then sent it to her. She also received it and she made payment through a third party. You can also see the payments. Payments was made to, Olivia through a third party. Now, the D-Day of the shoot, Olivia styled the pieces, assembled the pieces beautifully on the illusion base she had designed, and they had a photo shoot. From a reliable source, during the photo shoot or after the photo shoot, there was a bit of drama even between Olivia and the makeup artist and everything. During the styling, Olivia did her own videos because she did her styling. It was on her base, so she did her videos and all that. Quickly, Olivia posted online. I actually saw the video of Olivia styling this piece on another page, and I was just like, whoa, because I know Nana Akua-Addo and the piece was nice. Olivia was tagged with a lot of comments. So I went to her page and I'm like, oh, whoa. I even realized she was following me. I haven't even noticed her page. I immediately followed her back because I'm like, oh, you are doing this for Nana Akua-Addo. This is a big deal. Then later on, I realized Yoli Kumson, I follow Yoli Kumson on Instagram. I realized Yoli Kumson have also posted a video of she styling the same garment on Nana Akua-Addo. So I was a bit confused and I even DM'd Yoli Kumson. I wanted to find out, I've seen this video of a Nigeria designer claiming she did it and blah, blah, but I think Yoli didn't see the message, and at a point, I didn't get a reply and I deleted the message. And looking at the video I saw, later I realized the video was deleted. Before this whole bloggers, I saw a lot of people saying so much around the dress. I was totally confused and decided to visit Nana Akua-Addo's page to confirm. On her page, she had posted the image and you can see she tagged the creative team respectively. I saw two designers tagged, Yoli Kumson and Yatel GH. I didn't see Olivia tagged, but with details I had gathered, it was confirmed Olivia was tagged, but due to what was happening, Olivia had mentioned she should be untagged because she can't share her spots with other designers. We clearly know she has posted a video on a page showing she designed the garment. Yoli Kumson's page equally has the video or picture showing she designed the garment, and you will see a lot of Ghanaians on her page, on Olivia's page, dragging her. You're not the designer. On Yoli's page too, you see some Nigerians there. So it was very confusing. If three designers designed one garment, what role did they play? Nana should have made it clear on her post if you are tagged, because we didn't see two makeup artists on the page. We didn't see two photographers on the page. We saw all the other parties, one. So if designers, we have three designers working on a garment, which role did they play? Maybe this person fixed zip, this person fixed that. It wasn't clear. And if these various designers are posting on their pages, they have to clearly let the audience know the role they played in making the garment. So clearly that part didn't go well. From the entire narrative, it's obvious Olivia was the one in charge of the garment, except the 3D she couldn't figure out. So obviously, if we have to just focus on these details, we can clearly say it's Olivia that designed the garment. But well, Yatel may have played a role. Yoli may have played a role. We should be told what role they played so that we are clear and we are not confused and we don't create our own assumption about the whole incident. So clearly, we are going to look at this entire situation with my 5 points I have clearly stated so that we can understand this. Everyone can pick a thing or two, especially my designers, so you navigate through this journey properly. So 1, who owns the intellectual property rights to the dress? And we know intellectual property rights are rights given to protect the creation from human minds. And when we are talking about intellectual property rights, we are looking at, originality of, the creation, whether it's music, art, whatever it is, the originality. And clearly looking at this piece came from a source of inspiration. Tony Ward's work. Tony Ward created the structural design, and that was where, Nana Ekuye-Addo picked the inspiration from. Just like if you see her illustration, there is a bit of innovation. The way it was styled on the column fits, the silhouette and all that was different from Tony Ward's design. However, it shows originality from that artist. Looking at our settings, Ghana and Nigeria, our law are basically the same. Looking at the setting, she had contacted an illustrator, given her designs and everything. She paid off the illustrator, so she owns the creation of that design. Contacting Daniel Cornelius to help conceptualize the 3D designs too. She had her input, she paid him off, so she owns her design. When it comes to technically producing it, Olivia, on the other hand, what she did was, producing the design. So if we have to even look at any rights there, we are looking at labor rights. She doesn't have any intellectual property rights to the garment. However, she technically brought the work to life, let's put it that way, despite the 3D wasn't made by her. And what is the lesson here for every designer? When it comes to fashion design business, it's important for a designer to have hands in the creation of the design. During consultation, clients come with inspirational ideas and all that. A well-trained designer understands their ability to have a take in the design. You should be able to put your DNA into the design. You should be able to put a twist or a spin to the design so that you can also be part of it. It shouldn't be that a client picks up someone's work or brings something to you and all you do is to reproduce it. That you have no right over it. But if you are part, it's supposed to be a collaborative process. You should be part of it. You can't go to Dior or Pierre Cardin, Versace, and then copy someone's design or create something and say, do it for me. No, they would want to see their signature in it. They would want to be part of the creation so that they can also own rights to it. So if you are creating pieces and your ideas are not involved and it's just the clients giving you what they want to do and you keep doing it for them, this is what is going to be your story. You should be part of it. We should see your DNA. We should see your signature in it. That means that you are also part of it. So you can also own some rights to the creation of whatever it is. Number 2, who technically produced the dress? We shouldn't forget the illustration was sent fully to Olivia to bring the design into reality. The only thing was that she was unable to figure how the 3D would be done. That was how come, Nana worked around it and then made it available for the process of the design. However, it was given to her, and the whole comment of she just did the illusion base so she didn't put any work is totally wrong. Creating the illusion base was part of the work, which she clearly did. And if you look at the pictures, despite the 3D is screaming luxury, it's creating the whole volume of the work. The base also contributed to the beauty of the garment, and that was what she did. So even if she was unable to figure the 3D out and the 3D was done somewhere and then brought to her, and on the day of styling, she did the entire styling, tagged the things onto the celebrity or tagged the thing onto Nana Ekuye-Addo, she also owns the technical rights to the dress. We put it that way because she was the one that was given the piece to work on. Let's clearly understand this. Number 3, what was the contractual agreement? Contracts are very, very important, and a lot of us take these things for granted until the worst happened. It's clear that she had an agreement with her. She even gave her options to choose, but it would have been good if this was penned on a paper. So at least there is something showing, an evidence showing that yes, this was the collaborative decision, blah blah blah, and this was the offer, and this is what you have chosen, so this is it. It's important for us to understand these things. We should stop taking things for granted and just assuming having words or exchanging certain agreements verbally means that we have made an agreement. No. So there should have been a contract. And even if Nana hadn't presented a contract to, Olivia equally understanding what she is bringing to the table or what is happening, could have also prepared an agreement and then shared with Nana that, okay, this is it, this is what I stand to get, this is what I'm doing, and blah blah blah, for her to equally agree on. But it's clear that both parties, no one had any written agreement. It was just verbal agreement. Also, looking at how the invoice was sent to Nana was quite unprofessional. An A4 sheet with pen handwriting. No, who is the invoice being addressed to? Anybody can create that. Who is the invoice being addressed to? What's the return policy? At least these bits on the invoice could also make certain things authentic. But just writing the cost of production, what your people will eat, transport and all that, and then putting it together and taking a picture and WhatsApping it was extremely unprofessional. Meaning designers have to understand invoicing, how to document things, how to, put inventories and things properly together. So when you are communicating with people or you have certain, process with other people, these things are very clear instead of just doing things very unprofessional, which is totally wrong. 4. How powerful is collaboration and negotiation? Trust me, you can't underestimate the power of influencers or celebrities or public figures. As artists or fashion designers, we need these people. I've actually seen posts around, a certain expression that, yes, people can, push up their brands without the help of celebrities, but trust me, not all of us can have the same story. Some people can have their brands go up through a different means, but I want to tell you that influencers have great role to play in pushing brands out there, and you don't have to take that for granted. But you have to understand the kind of collaboration. If somebody wants to collaborate with you, you have to understand what you are bringing to the table. You have to understand what value you are also picking from that same table. Imagine you receive a DM from Beyonce stylist or Oprah Winfrey stylist, or maybe Michelle Obama stylist that you have to. It's a big deal. And for Nana Ekuado to DM you, if you're on this continent and you know Nana Ekuado, for her to DM you is a big deal. We don't have to underestimate that fact. She's been able to build her brand. She's been very consistent with what she does, and for her to wear your piece is like a big deal. We don't have to lie about that. So having such opportunity is about you understanding your negotiation power. I believe Olivia could have still made Nana Ekuado to pay her and still acknowledge her in a beautiful way. Knowing that she's young and she started with, she's running her business, trying to figure things out, she still have to pay bills. And even that amount wasn't any big deal. You get it? So I believe Olivia should have understood her power of negotiation. Nana Ekuado could have still paid and still given her every recognition she deserves, and this whole noise and all that wouldn't have taken place. So as designers, we have to understand our power of negotiation, communication, talk about it. Yes, it's a collaboration thing, but I have to buy this, I have to buy that, I don't have the ability to get all these things myself. And also collaboration tagging, it's also, I think, went wrong. If you go on Nana Ekuado's page, you are going to see her taggings of the creatives. You won't see 2 makeup artists, you see 1 makeup artist, you see 1 photographer. If I have to see 2 designers or 3 designers being tagged under a post, I have to understand what role did the various designers play, because they all make clothes. If you go on Yoli Kumson's page, you see pictures. The video I saw that Yoli Kumson was, fitting Nana Ekuado, she deleted the video. It's just the pictures you will see, and then the process of the 3D being made on her page. But if everyone is posting, or you have 2 or 3 designers contributing to the dress, we have to state clearly what they did on the dress. So one posting barely on their page and not telling us what they did on the dress is also very, fishy. I have to know what this person did, whether she fixed the zipper, whether she did this or did that. So we have to get that clear. In terms of collaboration, we have to state clearly the role everyone played. If you watch movies, you see makeup artists, assistant makeup artists, you see costumier, you see designer. We should make things very clear. This is very good for the creative industry. Instead of trying to, we put things together and people are not so clear of what is happening. 5, do fashion designers really understand the business of fashion? If you know me personally, you know how passionate I am when it comes to business of fashion. And if you come into contact with me, I spill this with so much passion. This is something I feel fashion school have failed. I also am part of it. And the truth is, we are just focused. If you take fashion schools on the continent, most of the schools we all know are owned by private individuals. I feel schools should make, proprietors or founders should make time. Contact curriculum developers. Let's review our curriculum. Let's introduce and enforce fashion business knowledge. It's not just about learning how to make pants, corsets, dresses. And anyone going to fashion school is thinking about the technical parts of the whole business. We have a lot of designers out there who are doing things so wrong. We have designers we admire and all that. We know they are big brands, but trust me, they are doing a whole lot of things wrong. Wrong structure, wrong business practice, no policies, no regulations, no contract, nothing happening in the business until these things happen before we see that, oh, there is a need of doing this or there is a need of doing that. So if you look at this whole thing, a lot of people don't understand this whole business thing. Contract is very, very important. We have to understand these things when you are dealing with people. Put everything down. I know how passionate I talk about even bespoke contract for bridal or couture process, where we have certain clauses talking about design collaboration, payments, garment release. We are looking at even media, press release. Who has authority over publishing of the picture? Do designers have rights? You have to make all these things clear with clients before you engage in anything. And please, if you are running your business and you are just focused on how to make the clothes, trust me, those who are making proper money out of this business, they don't even know how to sew. They don't make clothes. They focus on the design part and the business side because you can always get people to do the technical part. So please, it's not about corset making and making noise over social media, going viral and people, and you are not doing things well behind the scenes. So designers, take note, because it could be you. The next time it can be you being online and going through all this. To my fashion designers, listen, if someone pays you for your service, they don't owe you any right to tag you, unless you guys have had an agreement to, do that. Please produce your own work, do your own campaigns and put it on your page. If it's a collaborative something and you have to post, you have to tag each other, that is fine. But don't go hell break just because you are not being tagged or blah, 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 or blah, blah, blah. We presently see online, Olivia have been served with the cease and desist letter to take off all content of social media, also to publicly apologize to Nana Ekuya-Addo. Also have 2 publications apologizing officially to her. Within 48 hours, I think ends today. If she fails to do that, she has to pay 50 million naira. Nana Ekuya-Addo, we are sorry. We are, pleading on Olivia's behalf. I think we should try and then bring things down. I know you are a sweet person. I will believe it's some people that are pushing you to do this, but please, we are begging, forget and let Olivia be. And Olivia as well. I think Olivia, she is beautiful. I went to her page, so you see she's passionate. She loves what she does. She's just trying to navigate herself through this world, So Olivia as well, you have a bright future. Things will happen for you. I think you should also calm things down. You may have friends. We have people who are supporting you, making certain posts and all that. Please try and advise them to stop. It doesn't end the world. There are a lot of things ahead of us, and this is good. You've picked a lot of lessons that I believe is going to make your life or your business better. That is all that matters. And to all designers, we are all picking a thing or two from this situation because it can happen to you as well. We've heard a lot of things that have happened to other brands. And sometimes when you are sitting at one corner You feel like this can happen to me. Until you are in the soup, you will never know. So it means we have to, do things right. I am Dr. Clement Asemnyra, the fashion entrepreneur. I thought of giving you these details just to help you make some insightful decision. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next.